There we go. Hello, 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 hello. We are going to wait for some people to show up here. And then we are going to start our lesson on sensuality. This should be very, very, very interesting. And we are going to ensure... Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, Jessica. I hope you are well, my sweetheart. I am just literally ensuring that everything gets shared and everybody gets to join in on this. Hi, Susan. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome. And we are just going to wait just a couple minutes so that we can get some more individuals on here, basically. And I'm just sharing things too, so let's get this going. Let's get this going. So hopefully I'm going to get some comments. I believe we've got some comments. There we go. Everything should be working nicely. Hi, everybody. Okay, we've got a fantastic, welcome everybody who is here. We've got a fantastic lesson coming to you today. I'm going to be talking all about sensuality, sensations, motion, going with your heart's flow, and how to find your flow. Now, it is 6 p.m. on the dot, so we're going to wait just a couple more minutes to allow a couple more individuals to come on board. But tell me, how is everybody doing? I hope you are feeling nice and relaxed today, because this is, of course, going to be an interactive lesson. We cannot do sensual and to feel things without feeling. So I'm definitely going to want to give you guys the opportunity to interact with me if you do choose to connect and want to feel what I'm feeling in the moment as well, because this will help out a little bit further, right? So again, hopefully I'm getting some comments up here. Yeah, so hi everybody. See, this is it. I can see the comments on the computer, but I can't see the comments. Let's reset that. Hopefully that'll work out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, thank you ever so much, Susan, for sharing. I hope everybody wants to give this a share as well. Ahmad, hello. Thane or Kay, hi, sweetheart. Hi. Laith, hello. Okay, so let us begin. Now, I do have some notes here to kind of keep me on board. Otherwise, I'm going to chat everybody's ear off. So I'm really going to try to stay on board here. From you, if you would like to participate in tonight's live lesson on sensuality, what I'm going to want you to do is you're going to want to get nice and comfortable, okay? You can see for this lesson, I am wearing some yoga pants, some things that are stretchy, because if you want to move, we are going to need to feel the flow and be able to move. Now, again, to flow and to move and to use your sensuality to feel things, you're going to need to be as clean as you possibly can be as well. So what I mean by clean, I'm not talking about like, oh, go have a shower. I'm talking about in terms of what you have on your body. You want your vibration to be nice and clean. So if you would like to at this moment, I want you to remove all of your jewelry, okay? Jewelry, crystal, bracelets, anything like that. Just like if you've ever experienced my healing kind of videos. And hi everybody, I don't know what it is, but like the comments don't want to show up on this, on like my phone versus here. So I'm going to try to read the comments as they come up on the computer. So anywho, so hello everybody. Chrissy, hi. Candy, hi. Oh, the beautiful Lucaust, hello my sweetheart. Onala, hi sweetie. It's lovely to see absolutely everybody. Okay, so we are going to remove our jewelry, please and thank you. Okay, so removing our jewelry, and Susan, you are chilled out, wonderful, wonderful. So removing all of our jewelry, stone, crystals, anything like that. Again, if you guys can get as comfortable as you can be. Now, I'm going to be talking a little bit first, just so we can gain a little bit more of an understanding, because the one thing that I find is that so many individuals get sensuality and sexuality confused. Right? They believe that if I were to say, oh, I'm a very sensual individual, they may believe like, oh, she's a little freaky deaky in the bedroom there, and that's not what I'm trying to say. This is not what we're like. Don't get me wrong. This can connect to that very well. However, this is not exactly that kind of lesson. So if you're kind of jumping on here thinking that this is going to be like my adult bedtime stories. It is not. If you would like to check out my adult bedtime stories, please go to YouTube and they are there for you. All right. So let's have a look here. So do I need my glasses for this? No, I'm just going to simply make things bigger. You should see this, like this has so much as it. So let's start then, shall we? Let's start. And again, I'm going to try to make sure I can get all of the comments and everything, because this still wants to be a little bit silly with me. So firstly, sensuality, what is it? All right, it is the feeling and the flow of the energy around you, all that beholds you. That is what sensuality is. It is the process of using your senses to understand your environment and flow, right? Now we are going to be using things like touch, of course, touch, taste, smell, your hearing, all of your senses. We are going to be using that, feeling the energy around you. Now, if you are a clairsentient individual in the first place, right? And you already have a very heightened sense of awareness within your body, you're going to feel this a lot, right? You should feel this quite intensely. If you are not intuitively a sentient individual, you may not feel it as intensely, but you should be able to relate this lesson to your daily life and your daily activities, or at least help you with understanding manifestation. Okay, I still want to see all the comments as they come in, so let's I'm gonna hopefully see if I can just kind of make sure that's okay. Alrighty, so again, the comments seem to be, or is it because I'm watching this on the same kind of thing here? So yes, I'm seeing so many more comments and they don't want to come up because my bits and pieces are silly. Alrighty, okay, so let me just get this up here. So let's have a look at what it is that we are doing today. All right. So we're going to be talking about the ways to feel your sensuality. All right. So in the mind is where it all starts. Contrary to common belief that being sensual is all about just only your touch, but it all starts in your mind. Okay. You have to be wanting to feel. You have to open your channels up, open your mind and your consciousness up to the sensitivities that your body holds. Now, in order to heighten your sentience or your sensual kind of prowess, a great deal of meditation does go into this. You know, being able to be calm, to be aware, to notice all of the little things going on around you does require a focused mind. But with today, I'm going to help you out a little bit, all right? So what I want everybody to do is, if you have cleared away all of your jewelry, including any crystal or stone bracelets, anything like that, what I want you to do now is I want you to get into a nice and comfortable position, okay? Now, preferably, if you are able to sit up and just simply listen or watch, that would be wonderful. If you are able to watch this without holding your phone or your device, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I really want you to be able to feel everything. Oh, thank you very, very much, Andy. I'm trying to read the comments over here. I'm going to try to get this up here. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Right. So, anywho, so again, we are going to be nice and calm. So, sitting up if you can. If you can't, I want you to just lay down. Just lay down and get comfortable. I'm going to be doing some hand gestures and so forth a little later. However, but right now you're kind of safe, if anything. But preferably, if you can sit up and just kind of look at your screen without having to hold your phone, that would be great. If not, if you do have to hold your phone, what we'll do is, when we're starting an action, I just want you to place it down just so you can feel a lot more. Now, if you do want to accept, what I want you to do is I want you to look into my eyes right now, because what's going to happen is, as you look into my eyes, I want you to connect your heart to my heart. Well, it's already connected anyway, but we're gonna do a little connection here. And as you are looking into my eyes right now and you are connecting with me, I want you to imagine a little or a full, big, bright light of white kulipap, atenga noa haha ostasasates. I need to start using more of my name. Beside you, okay, and I'm going to be a bright white light, and I'm going to touch your shoulder, okay? Which is going to start to help to open up your sentient channels and so forth. So you're gonna be a mimic for me tonight, all right? Or you're gonna mimic my energy. Now, if at any point this becomes a little bit too intense, so for example, if you are very, very sentient and you start feeling waves of energy, lots of tingles, and it's a bit too much for you, just all I want you to do is I want you to say, cool up, I gotta disconnect, okay? Do something like that, all right? Chris, hi Chris, welcome sweetheart. So if you are so again, if it's too much for you, I just want you to say my name and disconnect, or just give me some sort of signal that like, no, this is too much. I'm tingling and I'm vibrating too much, all right? So just bear that in mind. You can stop it at any point. But yes, please do connect with me and feel what I'm feeling. And for you to really get the best out of this, you really need to be still and you really need to be focused, okay? Need to be very focused. All right. So what we are going to be doing is I want you to feel with me. Now, one of the points of clairsentience, and of course using your sensuality, is to again feel the energy flows of whatever it is your heart is desiring at that time. Because let us remember that everything has a flow, everything has an energy signature. And if your mind is focused enough, let's get that on. If your mind is focused enough, what is going to happen is you are going to feel that flow, all right, for whatever it is that you have summoned. So now, what kind of energy flows can you summon? Literally anything, whether that be the energy flow of music, whether that be the energy flow of specific art. Art can be in any form, whether it's painting, whether it is sculpting, whatever kind of self-expression that you want. Love is a frequency that you can summon and feel and flow with. Lust, desire, right? Anything like that is also a stream that you can summon. You can also summon, for example, if you've ever seen that show on Netflix called Sense8, where you literally have individuals that were able to transfer their consciousness into each other's body, basically. And during that time that they were within each other's bodies, they were able to take over. So one day, this guy who's never known Kung Fu trades consciousness with a lady who knows Kung Fu. So now he lets it go and he now flows with everything that she's doing. So this is the kind of thing that you are able to summon, right? So often what I do is when I'm doing a yoga session or when I am trying to do just a flow, sentience flow kind of training period, I will literally summon the flow of martial arts, right? And what I'll find is I will be flowing into certain positions that are blocking, that are energy producing, and so forth, and that are absolutely fabulous, right? So again, you can summon absolutely anything. All right. So wonderful. Those of you who are ready, Megan, I've missed talking to you. I've felt your energy recently. Wonderful. I'm so happy, sweetheart. It kind of happens. You just wait, my dear, because you are, of course, if you look at who your mother is in terms of her power and her ability, you are, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So do expect the more you engage with me, Megan, sweetheart, the stronger of the vibrations you're going to start to feel. And that's for absolutely everybody. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so if you are ready, if you're ready to go, I just want you to kind of stay in this nice, relaxing state, okay? Angie, welcome, my sweetheart. I'm so happy that you made it. So we're going to stay in this really, really nice, calm state. Again, if you have just joined us, please remove all of your jewelry. Okay, so the reason why sensuality is so, so very important is because it is literally how you feel the flow of your heart. So, which does result in either positive or negative manifestations depending on whether you are following your flow or whether you are blocking your flow at the same time. So, it is literally to follow your flow. Beta, my love, welcome, sweetheart. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you are feeling better. I know things are hard, but we're going to get through it, I promise you. So, anywho's it's. Angie, oh crap, I'm driving. I might need to catch the replay. Yes, this is definitely not a lesson if you are driving, my sweetheart. Definitely not a lesson if you're driving. So, anywho's it's. So, I just want you to think, the sensual flow of your energy is how your heart's desires basically are fulfilled, how you become it goes from desire to fulfillment and contentment, right? It allows you to maintain a healthy life balance and utilize your energy, all right? Really, really important, the utilization of your energy at this point. Because how many of you wake up tired, go to bed tired, and it just seems to be eat, sleep, poop, work, and that's all you do? Well, we're wasting our energy. Following your flow and connecting to your sentience will help you to utilize your energy. Being a highly sensitive or sensual individual, it can also assist with your inner work, okay? Guidance and understanding your heart's desires when you may feel lost or unsure of what you want to do, all right? This sensitivity, again, is very, very important. Please, if I'm going too fast, or if you're finding that you have questions, ask away. Ask away so we can combat those right at the moment. Now, you feel the energy, all right, with your focus, all right? Your focus and with your heart, okay? This is how you feel the energy flow going through. So when we are about to do this exercise going forward, I really, really want you to be focusing on your heart's connection, which I'm going to give you some tingles so you can kind of remember that feeling. We're going to go through some exercises. And again, the focus of your mind. All right? So when you want to come in and flow, again, it's the same thing where somebody says, pay attention when you're dealing with hot coals or fire or something, right? You need to focus what it is you're doing at that time so you don't get burned. Same thing here. You need to focus your mind continually on that energy or on that desire or whatever you're thinking of so that it can continually flow. Right? Otherwise, you're going to step out of your river or you're going to step out of your flow, and that's where blockages come about. Right, so the energy can be felt through, like I mentioned, touch. So, for example, if I wanted to summon through the energy flow of the traffic light, you know, if I'm driving and I want to summon through, like, I want to know when that traffic light is going to go to turn red or whatnot. I am going to summon that flow with my thought because I'm thinking of it, and I'm going to physically feel how the energy hits my body versus if it flows right through me, right? So you're going to feel it through touch, but it's going to be a very soft and gentle touch, okay? This is why we need to try to hone this and build our focus and awareness and a clear mind. So now what I want you to kind of try to do is, during this process, I'm going to be focusing my light around your entire body, all right? Hi, Sherry. Welcome, sweetheart. I think that I'm not sure if this is the first time you've caught one of my lessons, but welcome. I know you've been invited through to the group, and it's lovely to see you, sweetie. This should be good. This should be fun. So please remove your jewelry if you haven't already. Hi, Terry, sweetheart. Welcome. By the way, if I get cut off like that, again, it's because I'm getting a call through and somebody just did not message me or ask if it was safe. So please stay with me there. Alrighty. So during this process, I'm going to be filling your body with my light, or I'm going to be surrounding your body with my light. And again, I'm going to be heightening your sentience or your feelings there. But when you are doing this on a regular basis, this is what I want. This is kind of what I want you to be imagining. Right? I want you to imagine that whatever energy we are summoning to us, the light that is around us is literally going to give you the feelings. It's going to give you the touch on your shoulder, you know, or you know if you feel like you had a spirit walk through you or something, you can feel that energy kind of go through. Well, this light that surrounds you is going to be doing just that, heightening your sentient abilities. But when you are doing this by yourself, I want you to do the same thing. Okay. But the light, though, is essential. It allows for greater sensitivity within the matrix and the energy around you, but basically on a shorter scale. So when we are being sensual, all right, especially when it comes to the material and the touch, examples of how I want you to try to focus and do this throughout your day, throughout life as well. But each touch you have, instead of touching, I want you to slowly go into it like water, and you're gently touching, and you're gently just going through things very, very softly. Everything is just a calm motion, all right? This is how we want to move, right? Because with this soft, slow movement, you will start to feel the energy flow around your hands, around your limbs, right? Using that light. And that flow is going to guide you, because when your limbs are starting to move to a place where it is not where you should go, you're going to feel resistance, right? You're going to feel resistance. So when you feel that resistance, you just divert and you go wherever else the energy is taking you at that time. Okay, but you have to, of course, be calm, be slow, be gentle in the way that you are doing things. Now, again, how do you practice this within life? Every single thing that you touch. If I want to touch my table, I'm going to touch it sensually. You know, if I'm going to touch this chair, every touch that I make is going to be very light and very flowing and very air-like. You know, when you're cooking, be soft with it. All right. Now, how does this sensuality also affect different aspects of your life? Well, it affects your smell. Oftentimes when you hear me talking about my healing team that are with me, and I'm describing to you what they smell like, well, this is your sensations. This is part of it. Hello, Michelle, sweetheart. Welcome, sweetie. It's lovely to see you again. So again, you're going to feel it in your smell, right? So don't be creeped out if after a little while you are practicing your sensuality and you're starting to get various different smells. Now, if you have already connected to me and you are now nice and relaxed, we are going to be doing, I'll give you a little hint. So I want you to smell me. I want you to smell my energy and what my energy smells like. So I want you to inhale nicely. So focus with your mind, and I just want you to be like, I want to know what Kulipap smells like. Or you can say Kulipap A or Kulipap Atenganoa Haha Ostasis if you would like. It's a long name, I know. So again, we are going to just see what I smell like. And please, put your comments down below. So just keep inhaling and see what you smell. Focus on your heart, your mind, and just think of, what does she smell like? All right, and you can pop in the comments what it is that you smelt in that moment. My aura normally smells like springtime flowers with a sweetness that goes within it. So that's the way that you can smell. We're going to do some more exercise on this, of course. Another way that you use your sensuality is through your taste. Whenever you are connecting, Beta, gentle spring flowers. Yes, that's a wonderful one. And of course, when I'm on a munchie craving, you could probably smells a lot more sugary as well. But anywho's, please comment and tell us what you smelt as well when we went through that. When you are focusing on your heart and on me at that time, and just say, what does Kulipap smell like? What does Kulipap's aura smell like? And keep inhaling, right? The more you inhale, the stronger the smell will get with the stronger focus that you have. All right. So again, though, another way you use your sensuality is through taste at the same time. You know, you literally can taste whatever it is you focus on, right? So I want you to think, if you saw strawberries on the Discovery Channel or the Nature Channel, some fresh wild strawberries, you're focused on strawberries. And if you're like, I wonder what that tastes like, you should get a lovely, lovely taste of strawberries in your mouth. All right. Candy pie, French air. Hopefully springtime French air and not Paris French air. Like Paris is down in the slums. Michelle, I smelled fresh grass and nature. Yes, springtime, those kinds of things. Thank you. I do like to smell nice and fresh. Fresh, warm, and clean, Ono Loco, fresh. This is the first time I got to smell. Susan, wonderful. I'm so glad this is the first time you did, because again, this is part of this training that's going through. But keep doing it. Try experimenting with other things right now too, whilst you have my energy. I want you to think of an oak tree, a beautiful oak tree growing in the forest. and what it would smell like if you went up to that bark and just inhaled. So you are going to use your focus to summon an oak tree, visualize it at the same time, and then inhale, and keep inhaling while focusing, and you should smell the beautiful richness of the bark at the same time, right? Or the earthy, just the earthy sense. And again, do this with absolutely anything. It's beautiful. All right. You can also, of course, use your hearing if you are clairaudient, or just being very, very in tune with your hearing, but that also comes with your awareness as you are following your flow. So that's always a wonderful thing too. Candy pie, fresh air, wonderful. That's good. I like that. I like that. Good fresh part. Ben, I got a pleasant smell. I just can't describe it. Nice. Good, good. No, that's wonderful. I'm so pleased. Don't worry if you get a smell and you can't describe it yet, don't worry. It'll come to you. It'll come to you. But just keep smelling and keep enjoying. Nancy, you say, my third eye is too active. I see a baby and a young boy. I can't smell, just see these two beings. I'm sorry. I'll step out and watch replay. Don't apologize, Nancy. Sweetheart, don't apologize. I know you're going through a hell of a lot of recovery and all of that stuff at the moment as well. So just chill and relax and be good. Listen to your body and just just rest. You're good, sweetie. Don't worry. Okay. So all of these things, all of these, your touch, your taste, your flow, your light, your smell, all of these things are your flow, right? They all make up your sentience. They all make up your sensuality, right? But what I do love about sentience training is it keeps you in the now moment, and it does keep you in the present, which you are most powerful when you are in the present moment. Okay, so let's have a look here. Enjoyment usually always follows your flow, okay? So, enjoyment always follows the following of your flow and sensual nature, all right? So this is for, this part that I'm going to be talking about is going to be primarily for those individuals who shy away from their nature, who shy away from themselves, all right? So what do I mean by this? Well, when you are enjoying your energy flow, so for example, if I were to let my body go and do whatever it wants to do, I would no doubt be dancing in the living room, doing training, like I'd just be doing random things, right? And some individuals may find this very unnerving because it can trigger negative emotions that you may not have been, that haven't been cleared out, such as guilt or self-judgment. But you do have to have a lot of trust and faith in yourself and just flow with what it is that your body is calling for at the moment, and just know that whatever it is you're doing in that moment will result into something good as long as you are doing it with positive intentions in the first place. Okay? So, I'm just going to... Oh, hello, Jacqueline, sweetheart. Hello, sweetie. So, I'm just going to explain that a little bit more, because again, whenever we are flowing, a lot of the times when something doesn't work out, we will have thought that, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. It was an accident, right? It was an accident or something like that. But you have to remember that when you are flowing with your energy and you are trusting what it is you're doing, there's no such thing as accidents. There's no such thing as mistakes. You are simply following the path of least resistance to get to where you want to be within the fastest time scale possible. So you must trust your heart to know that this is the way you're going because of the request you've made in the past, right? So the outcome you desire will come to you. All right. So how do I explain that again so that we can truly understand it? And by all means, if you understood it the way I mentioned it, just let me know, because I don't want to over-explain anything. But just so we can kind of get everybody on clarity, though, the next things I'm going to teach you during this demonstration, all right, you need to have trust and you need to have faith in yourself. So, for example, I made the request that, because I had like literally 6 weeks of being very, very absent for a while, during that time, I was like a hibernating bear, all right? I ate a lot of food. I rested a ridiculous amount. But I do know that that was in preparation for the January full moon that went through to increase the frequencies. But what happened was I gained a little bit of weight, of course. Who cares? But I gained some weight because I was eating a lot more than my body was normally intaking. So now that the full moon's over, I'm like, I'm going to get my body right back and being more fit again and drop off that extra weight. So what I need to do now is follow my flow, right? So what does following my flow mean? Well, and what does trusting it mean? Well, it means that when I wake up in the morning, I do what makes me happy. If I wake up in the morning and I want to brush my teeth and I want to then dance around my living room, listening to some slow jams and just swaying in the living room, that is what I need to do. Some people may look at that and think, well, this is nonsensical. This isn't leading to anything productive. This is like, why are we doing this? You know, why are we doing this? And because we have those preconceptions, those notions, we tend to stop our flow and just be like, oh, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the dishes instead, or I'm going to do something else instead. It's like, nah. Because I know that if I dance around in my living room, because that's what feels good in the moment, it means that the request I made to get my body back in shape is going to happen that much faster than if I were to say, no, 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 I'm going to go down and do laundry and clean instead. All right? So that would be the stopping of my own flow. You may be out and about in, let's say you're at work, or let's say you are, I don't know, where are we? You're in a social gathering somewhere, right? And you really want to say something, right? Somebody made a point somewhere, and you're like, no, 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 no. I have something to add to this. How many of you are just like, you have this desire, this need to just be like, speak, but yet you don't. You hold back. You stop your flow because of insecurity, right? Because at that time, what you are going to say could have been incredibly important to some of the ears within that room. But because we got within our insecurity, we stopped our flow and we stopped that feeling, we stopped that urge. So then we didn't get to our heart's desires, right? So this is what I kind of want you to take in. And Sherry, fresh and warm. You getting the fresh and warm scent? Excellent stuff. I like that. Oh, I tell you, if you are a chocolate fan, say Orslone. Focus your attention on Orslone, and you will just get this breath of beautiful Belgian chocolate filling your chocolate cake. It is, oh, it's really enticing. So with Orslone, it's good. Alrighty. So anyway, we are going to start now with our demonstration. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking you through a sequence. I'm just going to close my window though, so because it's cold. There we go. So I've closed my window so I can actually feel, so my feet can warm up a little bit. So anyway, so we are going to go through a sequence of feelings. I'm also going to be showing you some very, very basic mudras as well to help you find your flow and be within your flow. We are going to go through the feelings of touch. We are going to go through taste. We've already experienced smell, but we'll do smell again. And what else do we want to do? I think we're going to start with just those, and then we're going to do some internal feelings as well, so you can kind of feel more of what is going on inside your body on an ethereal level. Okay. So firstly, if we are going to be to do this, all right, I want you to be nice and comfortable. Okay. You don't have to stand up with me on this one. I'm just standing up because it's how it allows me to feel more flows, all right? Especially with touch. So if you want to stand up, please stand up with me if you are very sensitive. But if you want to remain seated, that's absolutely fine, because we're going to be doing a top and a bottom kind of flow. So I'm going to be showing you kind of a feeling demonstration with standing, and also I'll sit down at the same time as well, so nobody's kind of left out on there. Okay, So first things first is let's find what energy stream do we actually want to summon today? So what would we like to see? Is there an energy stream that you guys would actually like to experience today? What is a good one that I would like to do? Well, let's teach you a little bit about the well, some hand signs, if anything. All right. So when we are doing a flow, what it is we're going to imagine the light. If you can remember, I'm going to be putting my light around you. My hand is going to touch your shoulder, and we're going to feel a lot of things in this moment. All right. So if you are standing, I can't see the comments, but I'm going to try to see them anyway. All right. So first things first, we are going to get nice and calm. For those of you who are seated or whoever is watching at this moment, I need you to center yourself. So roll your shoulders back. You can give a little bit of a stretch from side to side if you want to. Okay? Just make sure that you're in awareness of and feeling of your body. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to use some mudras within this as well. These are some hand signs. So the first part I want you to do is I want you to take your thumb and I want you to take your index finger, and we are going to join these together. All right? Now this mudra, many people have seen it before, and it can mean so many different things to so many different people. Now I'm going to tell you what it means to me in my sentience training. Okay? You can attach it to whatever else that you want, or whatever other belief that you want to attach it to, but this is for me, because this is where my magic is strongest, through my own belief. Now for this, my fingers represent each element, okay? So I look at so the thumb can represent, some people it represents space. For me, it represents my entire energy, right? My entire energy flow as what it is around me, feeling it. My finger, my index finger, represents the element of air, okay? So when I am touching my index finger with my thumb finger like this, I am tapping into my sentient flow of air. Now, what does air mean to me? Well, to me, when I am in my flow of air, it means that I flow. It doesn't matter what it is that I want to do. It'll come to me that much more easily. I can be free like the wind, if anything, like air is. I'm more playful. I can be more sarcastically funny. You know, a lot of quick-witted bits and pieces like that. But we're going to be joining our hands like this, okay? So we are going to be flowing. So if you want to do this with me, connect your thumb and your index finger, and we're going to keep our hands just nice and clear, and we're gonna stand. All right? Now, if you want to add a little bit of fire to this as well, which is your middle finger, you can combine both of these, all right? Because what that's going to do is it's going to give you a little bit of that push, that energy to go along with the flow of air with you as well. But I'm just going to be using my air at the moment. Susan, wow, I'm so hot already. I know, my disclaimers are so long, aren't they? Okay, so first things first, if you are standing up with me, we are going to feel our arms, all right? We're going to feel our arms first, okay? So I'm going to summon the flow of a simple movement, rhythm, dance within a kind of an energy yoga kind of way, right? I'm just going to summon whatever it is and let my body flow with wherever it wants to go. So I'm not sure exactly where we are going to be going with this tonight, but I want you to focus with me, all right? So at the moment, I want you to simply, with your mind, I want you to tap in and just be like, think of me and my flow. I want you to think of Kulipap and what it is. I want to feel what Kulipap is feeling at the moment. I want to feel what Kulipapa is feeling at the moment, okay? So tap in there, and I also want you to focus on your heart and imagine that light is around you at this moment, okay? All right, and we're going to keep our hands in our hand signs. Now, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to feel your heart, okay? We are going to feel our hearts. Focus right in the center of your chest. Tell me what it is that you are feeling. I'm going to touch you there as well. Alright, tell me what you're feeling, you guys. I'm touching your heart as we speak, be open to my touch, and you should feel a lovely, nice tingling sensation. A nice, warm, calm, flowy, just wonderful sensation. Okay? Nice, calm sensation. Do we feel it? Now I'm going to wait for some feedback before we move on. Alright. But either way, feel my heart, calm, tingling sensations. See, as I am literally standing, my body wants to just move in whatever direction it wants to move in. I hope you can feel this with me, because we are going to see what it feels like to stop versus what it feels like to keep within the motion. Right? Okay. Michelle, a warm hugging feeling, wonderful. Yeah, Susan, so light, wonderful, excellent. Okay. Peaceful, excellent, excellent. So that is the feeling that we are going to keep within our hearts when we are flowing. All right? So now what we are going to do is I want you guys to, we're going to be nice and calm. Let's have a look here. Michelle. Michelle, I also saw explosions of light from the third eye. Beautiful. I will give you guys a disclaimer. I am a hell of a lot more energetic. I hold a lot more power in there. So I may think I'm touching you light, but you may just get whoosh. So don't worry about it. But you may experience some things. Alrighty. So we are going to summon this. We've got this stream summoned anyway. My body is getting ready to move. Now, whenever you are following these kinds of flows, don't worry if it feels weird. Candy Pie, you feel like you're floating in water. Excellent. So yes, calm, ready to go with the motions. Right? We're going to do some stuff here. Alright. I know I do this, I'll do this all day, like just going into it. So let's feel what it feels like to have your flow stopped. Okay? So what I want you to do is, now that we found our heart and we've connected and that's our flow, I want you to follow that feeling, because that feeling of just lovely floatingness is what's going to guide you. So how does it feel when you stop? Okay. So what I want us all to do is I want us to raise our arm, okay? Or so you could palm up, palm down, it doesn't matter, whatever it is there. Now, I want to summon the flow of my hands straight down to my sides, okay? That's the flow that we are going to be going with. So now we'll feel that as our hands are at our sides, it feels very easy. We're really nice and light. We are flowing because that is what we wanted. Now I want you to slowly raise your arm, okay? You're going to feel heaviness. It's going to feel like you have somebody or something, an energy flow, just stacked upon you, and your arm's going to feel very heavy, like you have to put some resistance into lifting your arm up, okay? And I want you to put it back down, and you're going to feel how easy that is. So again, lifting your arm up, we're going to feel that resistance, wanting to push your arm down, right? Do you feel that, you guys? So if we're lifting our arm up, it wants us to go right back down. It doesn't feel very good. Yet keeping our arms at our sides feels good. Right? What you may find is also with you going against your flow of energy. So if we try to lift both our arms, no, we want to go back down. If you try to go against this, what you may find is that when you go back down, you may start to have pins and needles in your arms, right? Because you are pushing against your flow of energy, right? So that's it. Onaloka, you're feeling it. Yep. Okay. Now let's change it up though. Okay. Let's now put up the frequency, or let's find the energy stream where we do want to lift our arms. Okay. So we want to lift our arms. We want to lift them up to our chest, and then we want to go straight up. Okay. So now, as I say, I'm summoning that. Now it feels quite nice. We can feel that that's coming up here and going all the way up. There we go. And coming all the way back down. So it's a nice stream that's allowing you to go through this. All right, do we feel it? Do we feel it? There we go. All right. Okay, let's try this once again. Let's go a little bit faster, and let's add a few more movements in there as well. Okay? So what I want us to do is I want us to combine our energies today. So the energies that are going to be to your, I'm like to your left, which is really actually this. I know I'm using my right hand, but it is really your left. It's just been confused. Okay, but anyway, I'm just, for the sake of argument, we're going to go to our right, and then we are going to go to our left at the same time. So we're going to get the energies from both of those, and we're going to combine them together. And I want you guys to feel the way your arms want to take you, or where your arms want to take you. Okay? So if we are nice and ready, and if you are, of course, standing, if you are not standing and you are still sitting, I want you to literally lift your arms up and get them ready, because I'm going to try to make your arms move at the same time, or I still want you to feel the flow that's going in there, right? Okay? Okay, so we are going to start. I want you to be nice and straight. Now, you probably have seen this already. No doubt you've already seen this if you've watched my videos on how to create an amplified vortex. But this time I want you to feel it, because we are going to flow with the energy, and we're not going to stop our movements, okay? And I want you to clear your mind, and I want you to focus with me, okay? Because this is going to have a little bit more movements in it. Alrighty. So the first things first is I want you to, again, center yourself. All right, because we're going to go a little faster. We're going to center ourselves nicely. How do you center yourself? I want you to imagine there is a big long pole going right up your, right between your head, all the way down, right between you, like as if you were a mannequin. And I just want you to think of that pole, right? That's there, and it's just keeping you nice and all in one go. Alrighty. Now let's feel our lights around us. And let's get my light around you at the same time so we can feel this. And we're going to focus now, right? So I'm going to count down 3, 2, and then as we get to 1, we are going to start to flow. So feel with me, all right? Feel with me. If you find that you don't flow at this time and you can't feel it and you need to reset, I want you to come back into this position, right? And I don't want you to worry about what you see me doing. I want you to go right back to the beginning, and then I want you to start again, and I want you to feel your body around you and just go with what is being guided. All right? Okay. Hi, Tarot, sweetie. Welcome, sweetheart. Okay, so let's do this. Nice and ready. So first we are going to feel our hands wanting to rise up. And we're going to start with hands at heart center. Let's feel our elbows lift. And that is the starting position. Now you're going to have a nice kind of motion that is going to be turning you more to your right. Okay, we're going to turn our bodies to our right. Now when you are doing this, we're going to feel, I want you with your left hand to separate. Okay, we're going to separate, or you know what, I'm going to turn this way just so you guys can see. So we're going to keep our hands slightly separated at this point because we want to feel the energy through them, right? So we're going to now start. Left hand, we're going to outstretch. And I want you to feel the flow. So my flow is telling me to keep my hand straight and come out completely straight in this sense. Now my arm is still over here. Now focusing on my right hand, it's doing the same thing. It wants to slowly turn my hand forward, and we're going to outstretch in this way. Alright. Now my arm, my right arm, wants to come back in, palm up, and we're going to go back. And we're going to do the same thing with our other arm here. Okay. How do you guys feel? If you want to, you can definitely comment if you like, if you do miss it. If not, just keep going. So now my right arm wants to come, sorry, my left arm wants to come straight up, and this is what it looks like at the top. Okay. And now, as if I'm kissing, blowing you a kiss, my right arm, sorry, my left arm is straight up, my right arm is now coming up straight to you. Now we're going to come and bring this back in. And we can feel now as my left arm wants to come back down. Okay? Now we are going to turn. You are going to keep turning, but my body wants to turn this way. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, I do not want you to turn with me, okay? At the moment, I would actually be facing the other side because we've done this side, now we're going to do that side, right? Okay, but this is for my demonstration purposes. So we're going to do the same thing. Feel how the right arm is now coming out. And I want you to try this right now. I want you to try. I want you to bob your hand up and down, right? I want you to feel the energy that is stopping you at the top and stopping you at the bottom, okay? Feel that there. Can you feel it? It feels slightly heavy or like your hand is going through some water. All right? But this is where we want to be. Now we're going to do the same thing. For those of you who are not following the flow stream, that's what I want you to do. Slightly move your arm to feel the flow of energy, where it wants you to go, and find the path of least resistance. Okay, so we're going to come back over here. Now my right arm wants to... Is it my right? No, my left arm wants to come back in. First, okay. And now my right arm. Alrighty. Now we are going to go straight up again with my left hand. And I'm coming right out again with my right hand. Coming back in with my right hand. And right back down. Okay, and now you're going to turn back to heart center. Alrighty. So, how did that feel for everybody? Michelle, palms are tingling and feeling of a vibrational energy ball, right? They could also help. they can definitely happen, especially when we start to actually do them. Now we can actually try that. Let's do this on a sitting basis. Actually, I'm gonna keep standing, but you can do this if you wanted to sit as well. But I'm gonna stand on this one. So that was wonderful. So Michelle, you said you felt the energy ball. Let's create an energy ball right now. All right, through our sentience. Let's feel it as it develops. All right. So now my hands are gonna be moving, but I want you to do not worry too much about the actual movements that I'm making. I want you to feel your palms, okay? I want you to feel the palms, feel the heat, feel the energy rising from your palms, all right? As we are going to be throwing this energy in motion, all right? It's going to feel like you literally have a ball that is right here, and we're going to touch it, and we're going to squeeze it, and we're going to do all that good stuff to it, all right? So let's get into a good stance here. Now, if you are sitting down, that's fine. I want you to sit and be normal. If you are standing up with me, I want you to, stand nice and straight, roll your shoulder back. We are going to take our left leg, or our right leg, and we are going to gently slide it so that we are sitting like this, or standing like this. Now we are going to go into a power stance, okay? So we're going to take our arms up, and we're going to kind of crouch, all right? This starts to harvest your power, all right? Or not harvest it, but gather it, all right? So we're going to slightly lean forward, and I want you to think of, you know, if you've ever watched like anime and they're like, ah, powering up, this is basically what you're doing, alrighty. Now, if you are a voyant individual, you're probably going to see a little bit of my aura going up and down and everything as well, because we are bringing this in. So what I want you to do is I want you to think of a bunch of light just coming towards you, and I want you to focus on your heart. Okay? Alright, I'm going to come up now, and I'm going to come back in. Alrighty. So we've gathered some of our energy here. There are some other steps that you can take, but we're going to make this one quick here. Alright? And what I want you to do is I want you to feel now as your hands make a ball. Right here. We're going to go from our solar plexus, okay? We are going to feed this ball of light from our solar plexus. So what I want you to now imagine is there is a ball that is coming, there's a little tiny ball right in the center of this, right? So the little tiny ball, I want you now to feed it. Imagine a white stream of light coming out of your center, of your core, feeding this ball, all right? Remember to focus on your hands at this moment, because your hands are going to be there churning it. Can you see it? Or can you feel it? Slightly press down on this ball. I want you to press, and I want you to just kind of feel it going through. It feels a little bouncy, it feels a little squishy. Do we feel it? I hope so. Some tingling. Now I'm going to describe to you what it is that I feel. I feel definitely some tingling in my hands. I feel the squishiness of the ball. And I know this seems really, really odd, the sensations of this. We are holding a ball of energy, but I know it may not feel like it, and sometimes it makes us feel really silly. But it's really there. It's when you learn how to throw it that makes the belief come up to place. So anywho, now if you are comfortable and you are happy with your ball, I'm going to suck mine back in. So I'm going to imagine that the light is going back into my solar plexus. You may start to feel like an internal sucking sensation. There we go. Alright. Your arms may also feel a little tingly at the same time. Okay, so tell me guys, how did you find that one going through? I hope you enjoyed that little feeling there for our our flowing kind of bit. Bata, after the power squat, the ball feels bigger and stronger. Yeah, yeah. Now, how to throw an energy ball? I'm to be honest with you, I'm not turning the camera and everything. That's too much effort for me right now, but that's another lesson. But what I want you to do is, as you have your energy ball, or as you create another energy ball, give it an instruction as to what you want it to do. For me, it was always just like, move the curtains. And once you have that ball, you can literally throw it with the intention in mind that your curtains are going to move, or that it's going to blow over something, whatever's light or whatever like that, right? But always remember, whenever you are throwing an energy ball, you are not throwing it in the material, you are throwing it in the ethereal, all right? If you try to throw an energy ball that is in the ethereal, in the material, it's literally going to not work, right? It's going to disappear as you've done it. However, if you are keeping your mind in the ethereal, which is when you are focusing on the target or focusing on whatever it is that you want to throw it on, it's going to have a slight wave to it, right? When you actually see it, it's going to have a wave. Now, I know some of you people who have been, raising in frequency very, very quickly have already started to see the wave of the ethereal when you are looking at objects that are stationary, right? It's so, and you may just be like, is my closet moving? Is the lamp moving? Like, what's happening? And it's like, nah, you are seeing the ethereal dimension. That is where telekinesis comes into play, where you are literally telling that object in the ethereal to move at that time. But anyway, that is another lesson, and I'm just babbling on. Okay, so the next thing that we wanted to do was I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about sensuality when it does come to love and desire and so forth as well. But we'll see if we'll take that at the end if you guys are interested in wanting to know a little bit more. But anywho, so the next thing we wanted to do is we wanted to do a demonstration, or I wanted to do an exercise with you when it came to taste and smell. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can do taste first. All right. So again, I want you to be nice and relaxed, and we want to be very, very aware at this moment of your body and what is there. If you need to go take a sip of water, take a sip of water. If you need to, just make sure that your internal tastes are cleared and you're ready to go. Okay, so we are going to again sit very nicely and very nice and calm and still. Okay. All right, nice and calm and still. And I want to, what taste do we want to summon today? All right. We can summon the tastes of absolutely anything that you would like, as long as you are aware of what it is. So, for example, if you wanted to summon the taste of a flubbergaster, I don't know what that is. I'm sure it exists somewhere in the ethereal, but I don't have any reference to base that on, so we don't have to go for that one. But what kind of taste do we want to summon? I'm happy to take some suggestions if you would like to give me some suggestions as to what it is you'd like to taste tonight. Oh, Onaloka, you keep getting kicked off. Oh, bless you. I hope that's not with everybody, sweetie. I hope you're still here. Don't worry. You can always catch this on the replay anyway. And we can still practice that as well for a little bit later. So, you know what? I am going to say, I'm gonna get Lupe on this one. So, Lupe atenga no haha ostasa sotes. I am going to ask for your assistance because your menthol frequency is absolutely fine at, never mind, Lupe, we have suggestions, so let's have a look here. So we've got, Susan is asking for fresh bread and Candy Pie is looking for pineapple. Let's do fresh bread and pineapple. So I'm going to, how you summon a taste with your sensualities, again, through your focus and through your heart at the same time. So I'm going to describe it. The more you know about what it is that you want to summon, the stronger the smell or the taste or whatever is going to be for you. Okay? So let's do fresh bread first. So I'm going to describe to you what it is that I'm going to visualize. And again, with my little mini me beside you, surrounding your body with some light, you should start to get some tastes going through as well. So I want to take you to Belgian bread. Fresh Belgian bread. Okay, so I want you to imagine a beautiful loaf of white bread. Okay? The smell from the oven, from the bakery. It's warm, it's light, it's crisp, but it's also this beautiful smell. It has a little bit of sweetness in it at the same time. I'm smelling more bakery, which I guess my mind is going to sweets and sugars at the same time. But anywho, a nice fresh loaf. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's got that crisp and it's got that crunch. Tell me, what are you guys smelling? Describe what it is that you're smelling. Just keep going. Keep your focus on that fresh bread in the bakery. I get a little bit of a spiced kind of smell at the same time that comes into it. It's absolutely wonderful. So please tell me what you are smelling right now. Or if you are smelling the bread that we are smelling at the moment. Smells so fabulous. If you haven't connected to me already, please do connect to me now. Alrighty. Tell me if you're smelling that bread, sweethearts. Oh, before we move on to some pineapple. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are still smelling the bread. Hope I can get some more comments in here. Okay. So, if we smelt our bread, now let's summon the energy stream of pineapple. Alright? Do we smell that nice fresh baked things? So let's go on with a little bit of pineapple. Ono Loco, sweet bread. Jacqueline, my mouth is watering, right? It smells really, really good. Let's go for pineapple. Let's go for that tropical, that really tropical kind of island fruits kind of smell and scent as well. Okay, I want you to think we're gonna take ourselves down to the Caribbean, all right, or the Caribbean, whatever way you want to pronounce it. That's fine. We're going to go down to the Caribbean, and I want you to imagine that we are on a beautiful white sandy beach, okay? And in front of us, the air is open, it's fresh, it's, you know, the salt from the ocean is coming in. The scents describe everything around you, you know. The air is just, it has that humidity, that moistness that's coming at you. Feel it. Feel it as it wants to brush against your skin, brush against the waves within you. All right? Now, in front of you, there's this beautiful fruit bowl. In this fruit bowl, there is there's sliced and there's whole fruits, but there is pineapple, there's grapes, there's a bit of coconut in there. Let's get some mangoes up in there. Watermelon. It's a beautiful fruit salad. That's what we're going to be making here. That's what we are going to be creating with our senses. Now I'm getting a lot of the freshness of the ocean that's coming along with this. I'm smelling the wind. I'm smelling the wind, but I'm also getting those hints of that fruit that is in front of us. So tell me, what are you smelling here, you guys? Tell me, what is the most strongest fruit that you are smelling, or are you smelling the ocean breeze as I'm smelling as well? Summoning that energy stream. Tell me what you guys are feeling here. Let's pick out some wonderful things. Okay. Tell me what you guys are thinking here. What are you feeling? What are you smelling? Right. We're going to ignore some of the noise in the background that you may start to hear. Alright. Ocean breeze and pineapple. Oh, wonderful, Onala. So you just definitely got that pineapple up in there. I'm like, yeah, Luke House is like salty air. Yes, sorry, I was really going for the ocean. I was like really enjoying the ocean. But Jacqueline, you got some of the pineapple and mango in there. Excellent. At least we got more of the fruit salad going on. All right. So that's fabulous. Thank you. Now I also want you to remember that you can. Bata, you say, I got a sweet smell of pineapple even though I was going for strawberries. Don't like the taste of pineapple. Oh, bless you, sorry. We'll summon something else. Oh, no, local coconut and pineapple pina colada. Candy, pineapple, and ocean breeze, right? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful how you can summon the smell? Just using your sentience, taking the time to be just mindful for just a moment. You can summon the energy of a pineapple and ocean breeze and mangoes and all of these wonderful things. Isn't this a beautiful gift? Okay. Now, how do we want to use this? Now, because I know a lot of people join this live, this lesson, thinking that we were going to learn more about the sexy stuff. And by all means, I do want everybody to understand their sensuality. So, I want to tell you guys a little bit more about my own experiences with sensuality. What do I do to keep my senses sharp, to keep my sensuality going, to keep my flow going? Okay? Now this is of course what I do. You do not have to do things the way I do it. I want you to literally find your own flow. If you flow similarly to myself, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's fine. You can flow completely different as long as you are actually flowing. So, as a lot of people know, my frequency is love. That's what I vibrate on. That's what we all are. But I especially when you are feeling the emotion of love, when you are saying kulipa patenga noa haha ostasosotes and so on, and it's going to, the more you say it, the more it triggers that feeling in your heart. That sensation, that vibration is the love frequency. Now, love comes in all shapes and all forms. So for my energy to flow, right? For me to catch what it is that I need to combine all aspects of love. I need to combine my sensuality with my sexuality, with my mind, with my third eye, you know, with my awareness. I need to combine it with everything, with my taste, my hearing, my touch. This is how I go through the game of life, and this is how, you know, I would love everybody to, of course, go through the game of life, is using all of their senses. So one of the things that I ensure that I do every day on a regular day-to-day basis is I ensure that I am expressing myself. I see this little thing here and it's driving me absolutely nuts. There we go. It's a little fluff. So I ensure that every single day I express myself. Okay? So, Thane, I dance with a staff and lots of mudras all day long. Wonderful. See, that is an excellent thing. Keep doing that. I do that as well. I will literally dance. I put on music every single day. However, I put on music depending on where my sensuality is needed at that time. So, for example, if I do need a boost with my sexual sensuality, I will literally be putting on a lot of beautiful love songs, a lot of songs that connect your sacral chakra to your heart at the same time. And I will flow with that. So if that song is very, very just, it's a very sexy song, I will be dancing and I will be moving my hips, because that is what I'm doing. I'm connecting my sensuality, my heart at the time, with my sacral chakra. So for example, I want you guys to know as well, when I was talking about the mudras and everything like that, I will go with my fire, my space, my energy, and I will connect it with my middle finger, which is my fire. Okay, so as I'm connecting it, because I want my fire to start and ignite everything. So let's say I pop on a really nice song, or I don't even need a song. Let's do it now with me, right? I want you to make the sign. So this is what we're going to do. This is what it looks like. Okay, we've got our thumb and our middle finger. We're going to connect them. All right. Keeping your hands, your fingers nice. You don't need to make them super stiff or anything like that. You can just make them soft, right? And I want you to now, we are going to take our, I keep going like my left hand, but really you're going to think of it as my right hand. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to be placing that over my heart, okay? Because I'm going to amplify the energy of my heart. And my left hand, I'm going to place over my sacral chakra point, okay? Not my sacral chakra, but my sacral chakra point, okay? And what I want us to do is I want us to just for a moment, just focus. We're going to focus on my heart, and we're going to focus on my chakral area. And I want you to connect with me as we're doing this. And tell me what you feel, okay? So now we are at, Adam, what do you do? Oh, Adam, if you are connecting with me at the moment, I want you to look into my eyes. Look right into my eyes, especially this one if you like. Okay. You're going to look into my eyes. You're going to remove all your jewelry. So no watches, rings, anything like that, or chakra bracelets. And I want you to do the sign with me, okay? We're going to connect our thumb and our index finger. And I want you to place that near your heart and place that near your sacral chakra here, okay? And I want you to just focus and tell me what you feel, okay? Tell me what you feel. Now, if you would like, you are more than welcome to get up, and I want you to see where your flow takes you, okay? What you may find is that you may want to start to move, right? You may want to start to move very softly, very gently, and you will calm yourself now. You may feel like moving. You may feel like just going with the flow of what that is. Now, if I'm holding it here, it is again activating the sacral and the heart energy to go along with it, right? Susan, you're feeling calmness and tingles. Yes, you may find that you have little pinches of feelings that may feel like a very, very mini orgasm that's happening, like a very, very mini one that's going on, okay? But what we can actually do with this sign is I want you to move it up now. Slowly, very, very slowly, because we're at my sacral here. Let's move the hand up. Let's go from the sacral to our solar plexus, all right? And I want you to feel what that feels like at the moment too, all right? Because we're going to connect our heart and our sacral and our solar plexus. You should start to feel some little butterflies or some tingles in your stomach at the same time. And we can go down, sacral, up, solar plexus. Down, sacral, up, solar plexus. What you may feel, you should be able to feel the different energy flow going from one point to the other. Now, we can also revert this. We can go from the heart and we can go up, okay? Activating the energy for your eye. You've got your throat and your heart, right? And I just want you to keep going up and down, all right? And feel the different waves as they go through, okay? So tell me what you guys are feeling, right? Tell me what you're feeling, because it's wonderful. Now, if you are, again, if you want to be using more of these, if you want to use another one, or my ring finger is my water element. So when I want to be calm, yet flow, use my wisdom, right? So if I have an issue and so forth, I'm going to connect my thumb and my ring finger, okay? You can again do these to your chakra points at the same time, right? Going through these elements will give you clarity. Kind of think outside of the box, help your intuition during each one of these different points that you're going through. Thane, I can move my heart energy out and connect it to others. Wonderful. That's absolutely fantastic. That's definitely the point of being an empath. This is why this is why we need to ensure that we have our energies under control, so that we ain't moving out any energy we don't want to on people. But that is excellent. That is one of the main things about being a healer through energy. And now, not only that, but Thane, like I mentioned, you are a mage, you are a wizard. Your whole your energy is basically connecting the ethereal to the material and marrying them as one. So, wonderful, sweetheart. Susan, it feels beautiful. Wonderful, good. I'm glad that you're feeling these things, right? Now, if you also want to be more on the nurturing side, my pinky finger is my element of earth, which for me, all earth is the womb of every seed. Put it that way, or that's the way I look at it, right? Any earth that you have, whether it be rock, whether it be soil, it is the womb to every seed and brings forth life. So when I connect my thumb and my pinky finger, I'm connecting to earth. I'm connecting to my nature, you know, the plants, the animals, everything around me. I'm connecting to my earth, right? To that instinctual part of me, or part of that energy that will nurture, that will grow, that will help things blossom, but also is the strength. It is strong, and it is a moving foundation at the same time. So if I am in a state of mind where I need strength but also power through nurturing, you know, where I want to direct that energy, I can help flow with that at the same time, right? So again, using your mudras to do whatever it is that you want at that time, however you want your energy to flow. But Jacqueline, you say, my heart is moving fast. Yes, if it feels good, embrace it, sweetheart. If it feels good, embrace it, because this is what we want, right? So, anywho, it's how I still remain sensual. I dance. When the mood brings itself forth to me, I sing. I burst out in song and so forth. But normally I connect very, very well through my energy literally through song and through movement as well. So that helps me find my flow, right? Another way that I ensure that I am staying within my sensuality is through meditation. When I sit and when I meditate, if I want to keep my flow going, if I want to have my energy, if I want to connect with each different part of myself, I will sit and I will literally just feel every vibration that goes through me. I feel the vibrational energy of my thoughts. What thought creates which vibration within my chakra point or where I am at? You know, I look at, if I'm listening to music specifically, I feel the sound waves as they go through me. Just so you know, the same way you have a speaker that just like boom, 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 boom. I feel that within inside my energy, within my source. So I literally sit and listen. Sit and listen. So giving yourself time is incredibly important. Now, also, sorry, Candy Pie, Ness, I had to stand back. I got really bad headache behind my head. I went away once I stepped away. Yes, Candy Pie, my energy is really, really strong. Thank you for stepping away when you felt that you needed the time to do so. This is for everybody as well. Like I say, my energy is very, very strong at times if you are connected for a very long time. So you can start to get searing pains going up the back of your head because you are channeling a lot of energy flowing through your third eye. You can get, again, hot hands and feet, lots of tingles all over the place. So thank you, Candy. If you needed to disconnect for that time, do so, and this is for anybody else as well. My energy will activate and deactivate depending on what it is that you are asking for. So just always remember that you don't have to live with it. You can just come back and keep it easy for a moment as well. Okay, so, and of course, another way that I always ensure that I am just flowing, right, and keeping up with my sensuality is I do not apply any sort of guilt or shame to whatever actions that I take. Okay? Really, really important, you guys. Really important. No guilt nor any shame in regards to whatever actions your flow is taking you to. All right? And I'll say this because, again, I'm a very sensual person, right? When I am within my element, within everything, like I say, I touch things very, very softly, right? Just the way that I flow, I touch things very softly. When I see my husband, right? When I see my lip up, I think he's absolutely stunning and I think he's absolutely gorgeous. He is my heart's desire. I desire him very, very much. And because I desire him very much, he can just be standing up cooking, or he could be walking to somewhere, I don't care. And I will come up to him and I will touch him very softly, right? Every time I touch him, I am taking in, and I suggest this for everybody. And don't get me wrong, if you don't have a sexy lip up that's beside you, that's okay. You can still do this with people around you. You just don't apply it in a sexual way like I would, right? You can apply it in a different way. But if you do have somebody that you can be sensual with, you know, this helps greatly. You know, I will come up to him and I will touch him softly. And every touch that I make, every time or every bit of contact that I do, I feel it in the moment, right? So for example, when I'm touching my arm right here, and feel this with me, you may be able to feel my touch as I'm there with you. So as I'm touching my arm, you may start to feel some tingles on either your left or right arm, depending on what mirror image we're going for. So as I'm touching my arm and as I'm caressing, right? As I'm caressing, I am focusing my energy, I'm focusing my focus on the tips of my fingers, right? Just on the tips. Because through the tips is where the greatest sensation is going to come from, right? So I always make sure that keeps you in the now moment. As I am being soft, it allows me to be aware. When I become aware, I'm noticing everything. I'm noticing then, because this soft touch keeps me in this now moment, it means that I'm now focused in my now moment. So I start to hear things, right? I'll hear the slightest little in the corner way over there, and that will have my focus then. I will start to taste certain things. When I'm all up in my desires, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I'm all up in my desires and I'm seeing my sexy lip up everywhere. You getting some goosebumps, Susan? Yeah, I feel it. So when I'm all up in my desires, because again, I don't feel any shame for it. I'm a woman, and I am literally vibing on the frequency of love. I need to be sensual. So yeah, when I'm having a very naughty thought or an erotic thought about lip up, I will touch him, right? He will feel that thought, right? And propel it. And I'm like, I'm not giving myself no guilt. I'm like, I don't care that it's 2 in the afternoon and I'm feeling my husband up. I don't care, right? There is nothing else that I need to be doing in that moment, in that time, besides be feeling up my husband, right? So if you are getting desires, right? If you have this desire to just feel, to touch, do so. And don't think that it's weird. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not in any way condoning anybody go randomly up and touching up people and everything like that. It has to be, of course, under mutual consent with each party, okay? So please don't go up and just be like, oh, I'm being sensual, so I'm going to touch up everybody. But if you have somebody who is consenting, feel them, right? Because with each touch, with everything that you're doing, it is literally a wonderful thing. Now, for those of you, I want you to kind of, for the next few minutes anyway, because we're coming to the end of our lesson here. For the next few minutes, I want you to sit back and I want you to relax, okay? And I'm going to send my energy to you. And I want you to tell me, you can pop in your comments, where you are feeling my touch. All right? Don't worry, I'm not going to touch you in any inappropriate places. All right? So if you start getting tingles in areas that are down below or anything like that, I'm physically not touching you there. That is literally just my energy responding. Like, I will say this, if you want me to touch you there, if you want my energy to touch you there, I'm physically not doing it, okay? That's you summoning some things, all right? I'm not doing any of that. I'm just letting you know, just because I don't want anybody to message me later and just be like, we shared a connection. I'm like, no, I wasn't touching you there. Okay? But anyway, I want you to tell me where I'm touching you, okay? See if you can notice my caresses over your body appropriately, all right? Okay, so I want you to sit back and I want you to relax, okay? I'm going to be touching you from your waist upwards, okay? I'm going to be touching all of you from your waist upwards. Now I want you to focus, and I just want you to think. You know when you heard a noise and you're like, everybody wait, and silence. That's how I want you to kind of be. I want you to just sit and wait and see what it is that you feel. Okay? So I'm going to touch you. Relax here. I'm going to touch you on your upper side of your body. All right? Where do you feel me touching you? Where do you feel it? Now I'm going to be touching you very softly. So remember the way you see my hands glide to touch the skin. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be touching you softly. Okay? Tell me where you're feeling it. Now, if you've just joined us and you haven't connected to me already, look into my eyes and I want you to connect to me. All right? And tell me where you feel me touching you. All right? Touching you on your heart. Jacqueline, on your back. Excellent. Tell me, keep going, keep going. You may feel this if you are feeling it in a naughty place. Because again, sometimes my energy can be very, very strong in that sense. If it's in a naughtier kind of place, you don't have to mention it. Don't worry. You can if you like. There's no shame in it. But I'm just saying you don't have to if you don't want to. Oh, Susan, yes, around my face like you would try to get a baby to sleep. Yep. Onala's shoulder. Yep. Okay. I will tell you where I was touching you, or where my focus was where I was touching you. So firstly, my energy activated around you, so you should feel a nice tingle in your heart. But I was stroking you along your neck and along your shoulder, like here, just like this. That's what I was doing. I was touching on your neck and your shoulder. That's where my energy was going. So that was good. So we've got Onala, that's for sure. Got the shoulder. Alrighty. So let's do another one. Because I love you all so very dearly. Because I love you so dearly. And I know for those of you who don't know me and you're just watching this for the first time, yeah, I love you too. I do. Because there's not one person within mankind that I do not love unconditionally, because you are me and I am you. Alright? So what I'm going to do is I want everybody to sit back, right? Because I'm going to give you a nice kiss, but I'm going to kiss you right on your third eye, all right? Just the way a mother would kiss her baby, okay? I'm going to kiss you on your third eye, and I'm going to say, open, my dear, okay? I'm going to kiss you there and say, open, my dear, and I want you to see or tell me, how do you feel? All right. Now, Candy, this one, if you found that my energy was very, very strong, you may want to connect with this and then move back. You know, so connect and move back. But you felt it on the shoulders as well? Excellent. That's where I started out anyway. But I'm glad. So, I want you to sit back. And let's get yourself nice and comfortable. And let my little Kulapa area, I'm going to kiss you right on your third eye, and I'm just going to say, open, my dear, open. Alrighty, let's do that then. You may start to feel a little bit of lightness on your chest as well. You may start to feel a little tingle or a little pressure inside your forehead. All right? Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how this feels for you. All right? You may get a very warm feeling within your chest at the same time as well. Just that really just nice aura go through. Some nice tingles go through. So tell me what you guys are feeling. Giving you my kisses and saying, open, my dear. Because I love you. Because I love you to pieces and I want to snuggle you all. I'm going to come here, my little boo-boo cakeses. Yeah. See, following my flow. Telling very, very, very grown individuals who are, you know, we're all adults here, but I'm still calling you my boo-boo cakeses. And I love you to pieces because that's what my flow is telling me to do. All right? So tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you are feeling. I'd love to hear it. Oh, Nala, very light, warm tingles. Wonderful. Bata, forehead is tingling a lot. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Okay. Right, and I think it is 7:30 now. To conclude our lesson on sentience, I want to do one last thing with you all, okay? Susan, yes, pressure but nice, but I could cry with emotion, but in a nice way. I know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling, my sweetheart. That is the love feeling. It can make you cry. And I know that when I've practiced this exercise with some individuals, it depends on how in tune with your sentience you are, or what it is that you require from the love energy. But I have had some people just cry, you know, they just cry because it's what is within them at the time, right? There's no judgment. So by all means, if anybody feels like you need to cry, cry. Get the emotion out, it'll feel better afterwards. Lukausta Tenganoa Haho Stasoteses. Nice feeling in the chest. My heart is full. Wonderful. Candy pie, lightheaded, but a good feeling. Wonderful. Jacqueline, a little pressure in your head. Yes, you may have a little bit more there later on too, but that's good. I'm glad everybody's there. Okay, so the last one we are going to do is I want you to feel a nice big wave of energy come through. So what I want to do is I want you guys to feel all of my sensuality come at you in one go. All right? So this is going to be a little bit of a double whammy and or so forth. So don't worry if you miss a couple of the ones, if you miss the smell, if you miss the taste, if you miss the hearing, if you miss some parts, because it will depend on what you're focusing on most. But I want to give you a beautiful sentience hug. Okay? And what you can do is you can try to give, you can send one back to me if you like as well, and I can tell you what I feel. But I want to give you a hug, so I want you to be very, very, very calm in this moment, okay? Because I want you to smell the smell of springtime flowers and fresh air, the way springtime smells, right? I want you to smell the sweetness of fruits and cherries and sauces and well, maybe not pineapple because Bata doesn't like pineapple, but maybe we'll throw mango in there or something. Right? I want you to smell everything. I want you to taste a sweet honey on your tongue. All right? I want you to just feel everything in this moment. All right? So, we are going to lay down and be very, very still in this moment. So we're going to be nice and still. Now, I'm going to connect with your heart, and I want you to imagine, this is what, for again, those visionaries too, I want you to imagine there's going to be a bright light a really bright light, or a me in a bright light right in front of you. Whether you're laying down or sitting up, it doesn't matter. Because remember, I'm going to be able to go through you. But I'm going to take my arms and I am just going to hold you. You may feel me. You may feel my head nuzzled in, like, next to your neck and your cheek, right? You may feel my arms just envelop you. You may feel the feeling of wings wrap around you, all right? Because I'm going to take my wings out and I'm going to cradle you, my sweeties, all right? You may start to feel, if you're physically attracted to me, you may start to feel arousal, and that's perfectly fine too, right? If you're not, that's totally fine. It's just a result of the energy, so don't worry about it. So let's all relax and let's all have a hug, all right? So if you're nice and relaxed, I'm getting into the point of hugging you right now. Feel my heart. I'm hugging you right now. Let me embrace you. Feel my touch. Feel my sentience, feel my energy, and feel my flow. Smell my scent and taste my taste. Let it envelop you. And let you feel me. Tisios. Alright. Tell me how you feel. Alright. Of course, taking your time. If you haven't felt it and you still need a little bit of time, simply do it once again. That's fine. I'll hug you again if we didn't get it right the first time. Alright, so tell me what you feel. Hopefully we all felt a very, very nice, warm, tingling sensation. But nothing too crazy, if anything. Tell me what you smelt. Tell me what you tasted. Use all of your senses in this moment. And feel me. Feel me in this moment. Look into my eyes and feel me if you need to. Alright? But tell me what it is that you feel. It's so fun. Susan, wow, I've got to go walk around. It's a strong one, right? I know, like, you tough, girl, you tough. You know, when it comes to your sentience. What else is everybody feeling? Tell me what you feel today. How did that experience open you up a little bit, or how did that change you a little bit? And at this point, if you want to send me a hug back, if you want to send me a feeling back, I'm open to feeling it, because my heart is your heart. Just remember that. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I do find that I have nice wings. It's my wings are very, very large. Very, 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 very large. But they are brilliant white. So I'm not quite sure why you're seeing a darker color. But they are very, very white. Oh, Onala, very warm. You felt arms around you. Good, good. Feel my arms. Feel my love, sweetheart. Tell me what else did everybody else feel? Tell me what you felt. You know? And by all means, I want everybody to know and everybody to appreciate it. If you felt my energy and you felt that love and you tasted and you smelt and so forth, just know that you can call on this energy when, like, just use your focus. Simply say my name. And say, Kulipapa, can you give me a hug? Kulipapa, can you give me a hug? You know, can you, I want to taste you, I want to smell you. Just practice, if you like. Just use that for practice. Then do it with yourself. Just be like, what do I taste like? What do I smell like? You know, this is all, like, you know, very, 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 very nice. Onala, face is very warm. Bata, felt blissful, wonderful. Lucasta Tanganoa haha ostasis. Nice hug of love. My love is surrounding you with a hug. Oh, of course, all the time, Lucas. I love your hugs. Thank you so much, sweetie. Candy, felt you on my left shoulder, very warm, feeling calm and relaxed. Wonderful. Wonderful, Candy. That is excellent. I am very, very glad you guys felt that. And don't forget that. Don't forget this. You know, your feelings, your senses, they are real. They are there. You are feeling and sensing the ethereal. I just want everybody to realize that and appreciate that. The sense that you smelt today, the taste that you smelt today, the feelings, that energy, you are feeling the ethereal dimension, right? You want to talk, people always talk about being interdimensional beings. This is part of being an interdimensional being. You can feel and experience another dimension by simply summoning it with your thoughts. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that miraculous? Right? It's wonderful. Right? So, my hearts, that is what I have for you today on sensuality. So please, what I will leave you with is just remember to feel softly, calmly, with awareness. Practice this often. Flow. Do what it is that you want to do in the time that you want to do it. As long as you are doing things with the intention of love within you. As long as you are, sorry about that. As long as you are doing this with simply just love behind you, what can I say? Then follow that flow. You know, if you had a negative intention within your mind, like you're just like, I hate my boss, I hope that they get into a car accident, and then you follow that flow, then your boss is going to get into a car accident, right? So you don't want to make intentions like that, because that's just negative. But always just remember, like, you know, I want to be in love. Whatever you are summoning to you, right? That is what you will receive. Feel that energy though flow, and then just flow with it, right? So if you wanted, so a lot of women out there, oh, I want my boyfriend, I want that man to come with me, to come to me. Well, make the request. Make the request and then follow your desires. Because, hey, you never know, to get that guy, maybe it means that you need to soften up your touch. You need to flow a little bit more, but do it and he'll come to you. Same with women, same with anything. But thank you ever so much, you guys. Susan, you say, just the amount of love was so strong and that chill as if I had a smoke. Yeah, bless you, sweetie. Oh, you're going to feel so much. Candy Pie, what do I smell like? Candy Pie, what I want you to do is, my energy is still with you and I'll stay with you. And this is for anybody else too if you're with me. I'm gonna have my energy stay with you for the next 20 minutes, okay? Experiment, all right? Experiment with it. I'm going to be with you. So if you want to know, Candy Pie, you want to know what you smell like? I want you to focus on your heart and I want you to focus with your mind and say, what do I smell like? My energy is there for you. And then just inhale and see what you smell. Everybody else, I want you to do the same thing. All right? See what you smell like. See what you taste like. Flow with it. Combine your index and your thumb and just make movements and see where it takes you, all right? But you got me for the next 20 minutes. And as homework for everybody as well, I would implore you to practice this every day, all right? Sit with yourself in meditation or simply just within movement. See where your energy, where your flow is taking you. And just remember, if you feel a resistance, that's not your flow. Go where the path of least resistance is taking you and glide with it, my hearts. Glide with it. And don't be ashamed of anything that you're doing, as long as it isn't within love. But thank you ever so very much for joining me. Share this if you found it really entertaining and useful, and not necessarily just entertaining, but all the good stuff. And just know I love you so much, and request my hugs whenever you need them. Take care, you guys. Bye, honeys.